Kinley and I knocked on someone's door. I'm not going to say where he lives. I'm not going to be immature like he is. But it's the chief guy who stands out here and hurls threats at all of us as we walk into church. Should have seen the look on his face. It was pretty interesting. Made soul winning real, I guess, interesting. I mean, we finished the day, but one of the things he came out and said, and his wife or whatever partner came out and said, was basically, why do you say that all the sodomites should be put to death? Jesus wouldn't say that. There's nowhere in the Bible that you could go to quote that. And I quoted this verse to him. I said, well, the Bible says that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. Okay, that word there in John chapter 1 is talking about Jesus, the Messiah. Okay, meaning he was there in the creation. He was there in Genesis 19. He was there when Asa, when Josiah, when all the kings were taking sodomites out of the land. Okay, he's there in the millennium when he imposes his statutes as a rod of iron on this world in the millennium. And they're like, well, he hasn't, this was their response. Well, he hasn't come back yet. And I'm like, that's the best you got? Like, well, he hasn't come back yet. And of course, then they went back to yelling and screaming very nice things. Should have seen the look on his face, though. I invited him to church. And you know, at first I didn't quite recognize who he was. It took me about 4 seconds. You know, this guy literally answered the door wearing devil horns. Literally wearing devil horns. He had no idea. I didn't know where the guy lived. I mean, if you'd have sent me your address, dude, I would have knocked on your door. You know, I mean, it makes the next door very difficult because you know what they do, right? Okay, we knock on the next door. As soon as the person opens, hey, this is Joe Jones, and this is everything he believes, you know? We didn't get anybody saved, you know? But this dude, you got to give it to him because he is a Satanist through and through. I mean, he literally answers the door with a game controller in his hand and devil horns. I had to bring it up. I'm sorry, but it's just too crazy. Go to Genesis chapter 1 real quick. Genesis chapter 1 real quick. But of course, they don't know who Jesus is. And of course, one of the things they're like, well, all the churches around your area, every church on your street hates you. I'm like, yeah, because they're not real churches. They don't know who Jesus is. It's a simple concept, dude. I don't get why you don't understand it. But you should have seen, I took the invite back, right, real quick. Because at first, you know, he didn't quite know who I was for the first few seconds. It was like, no, oh, you know. And I was like, wait, you already come to our church. Never mind, you know. And when I was talking to his neighbor, he's screaming and all this stuff. I said, he already goes to our church, okay? He's in the parking lot church. We have parking lot church every other week. And the guy was like, okay, I get it. But look at this here.